But that's not all. Because when she did this, from the back of her body, just like fungus, 3 other arms emerged. And at the end of this, well, they're not really arms. I'm imagining, not really like human arms. But at the end, they do not have hands. They do have this kind of sides. So the end of the tentacles has this kind of sides made of flesh, ardent flesh and bone. And she just stands there aggressively and says, "You won't separate me from my lovers."
Yeah. On the other hand, okay, I'm gonna stick with the combat sequence, so I'm not gonna like talk into the air as a player at this point for communicating. And besides, I doubt that I'm really noticing that stuff. My back is to it. I mean, maybe the flare of essence or whatever is, somewhat perceived by me, but I'm not totally aware.
Maybe on your next turn, we'll see, those tentacles in the background.
Right. So, cool. So let's see. I believe it's Mask who's next, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So how do I perceive the situation with Lilith? Does it look like he needs help, or
she's been slammed on the floor? The minion presumably, is basically at her throat.
Okay.
And but then beyond them is the Unbidden, who's just like unmasked in their avatar glory.
So that's the question. Should I try to help Lilith or the Unbidden? But the Unbidden is going to do something next, so I guess I better get his attention or its attention. So I'm going to render it right from there. And that's a dexterity roll.
It's an attack, so if you have a bonus for attack, it works. That
unfortunately I don't. It's just going to be dexterity here.
Die cap because we always get confused about this. It's a ranged.
I don't remember.
It's a ranged attack,
yes.
So the attack roll has a die cap. 6s won't count.
6s won't count. Okay, right. Because I don't remember what the die cap is. Okay, let's do it. 12.
12. Doesn't work.
Oh, these things are hard to hit. What does your rend look like, though?
Yeah, I'm imagining that it's just like a flow of this inky stuff, like a slash with a whip or something like that. So I guess I probably miss it or something like that, or hit somewhere near, but not quite.
I can imagine her deflecting them with one.
Or maybe
of the
she deflects, and it kind of like it goes like this and binds around her, but doesn't actually like damages the Unbidden. It just kind of wraps, but without any actual physical effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I was thinking, because now it's the turn of the women. No, you know what? We'll just roll individually and see how it goes.
So I have defense rolls, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to defend against all of them trying to pin you down.
Got it. Okay. Okay, defense roll number 1, I get an 8. Defense roll number 2, I get a 14. Ooh, defense roll number 3 is the worst possible roll I could have got. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 4 dice. And that's fine. That's fine. I get a 6 on that one. So 8, 14, 6.
So I'm imagining that you just kind of struggle with the first 2 women, and you're being able to push them in the direction of the master bedroom. But then the first one takes you by surprise and just slams you on the ground.
No problem.
I can imagine even that she's Alicia, maybe.
I was about to ask not which one is Alicia for me to know, but I wanted to ask you to remember which one is Alicia. Just so that's so whatever consequences of that, will be what they are. Okay, so great. I've been nabbed and brought to the ground. No problem. Good news, no damage to me or Lilith yet. Right? And we've got plenty to spare. We've got plenty to spare. We can eat damage as stalkers. We can eat quite a bit. So it's gross, but we can do it.
Okay. It's the start of a new
Does
round.
Rens cost a point of vitality if you're not a master?
Yes, if I remember correctly.
Or even if you are, because the power, that's one thing that all the different powers, disciplines and whatever are actually quite picky about. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some do if you're not a master. It's complex.
Rend is not a strenuous discipline.
Okay, excellent. Okay,
yeah,
good to know. All right.
And, is it Lilith's turn before we roll over to the new round? I was very low in the initial.
Yeah, I think you are the remaining. Let's make sure Adriano's on point with this.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Lilith, I believe, is next. Lilith has not yet
got an action before the.
Oh yes, sure. Sorry.
And so just a second. Just to clarify, you were talking, Ron, that Rand was summing all the dice, but I did it the normal way. I just looked at the pairs.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because
wait, Pedro, hold on a second. Are you missed your shot, right?
Yeah, when I did
when you did the Rend, when you rolled those dice, you did it correctly.
Okay.
Use the pairs. I was talking about the damage roll.
Okay.
Because attack. That's just remember what damage rolls you count.
Damage rolls. Okay.
Count them up.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No problem.
So Lilith is pinned down with this aura blade. That's right. So I can't move. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and take. Is the Unbidden out of reach?
Are you actually pinned, or can you strike from the ground? I mean, you've been slammed to the ground.
Right. I'm assuming I'm in range of hitting the minion. I'm wondering if I could still attack the Unbidden, or if she's stepped out of.
I imagine that she's a maybe, I don't know, half a meter away, so not really so distant, but you should really be able to get up and either not just swipe with the end in her direction. I don't know what kind of attack will
Adriano,
do it.
Let me tell you what I'm envisioning. There's the core, right? Lilith is on the floor.
Yes.
The woman minion, we presume, is literally on her in sort of a crouch or very, very close, right? In a sort of dominant combat position. Somewhat behind them, away from the room, is the avatar of the Unbidden.
Yes.
So, as I understand it, there's no way the Unbidden is in range of Lilith's attack. Lilith, if you're going to attack somebody, it's got to be the person who's on you.
Yeah, very cool. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 attacks then, and go after this minion with Frenzy. Mm-hmm. So I have 16 on the first attack. Mm-hmm. And 8 on the second.
Oh well.
Yeah, the first one hits. So you want to roll your attack.
Mm-hmm. And what I'd really like to do is kind of knock her off with this.
Right. Are you just attacking her with a normal attack?
with with melee, with frenzy and savage. So
Okay, perfect.
and for damage, I have 18, 22, 20. I have 26 for damage.
Right. So this is the first damage that this creature has taken. I'm kind of pretty sure that it's a husked minion. So who knows what on earth is under there.
Now, this is.
And Lilith says, "You're not. You're not the one I want. Get out of my way."
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the thing is, you struggle to get control in this in this moment, like close, trying to reach for her face, and then you find an opening on their on the lower chest, and you just strike with your claws, sure to hit a vital point. But what you find is that the body is made of like an ardent substance. So the moment you just hit, you meet a great resistance. Something that is absolutely not ordinarily met in any kind of in any human being that you ever encountered before. Kind of like an armor that just leaves a scratch mark on the body and nothing else. Ooh. You can see that you damage this kind of protection by the fact that you kind of hear like a clunky sound, like the moment your close reach for the target, you're like you dislocated something and a kind of metallic sound, but at the same time you didn't reach for any kind of vital point and you just leave this scratch on the body.
Cool.
All right. So a very formidable, even killing it's not that interesting to me. The fact that it's actually a very effective barrier to the unbidden is a different story. Cool. I think that's the end of the round, Adriano.
Yeah.
Fog of War initiative roll.
Ooh, this is more like it. I've got 15.
Ooh.
$18.
Ooh.
Nice.
I've only have a 6.
Okay. So Mask is the first one.
Yeah. I think I'm going to try the Unbidden again. I'm in a good position, so I'm going to render it again.
Now, before we go on, and maybe because we didn't highlight the rules as much as I did with the other players, or like Alessio on the previous hunt, you need to remember that if you spend a karma point, you can use the inspiration of your powers. So the idea of using your disciplines or servitors, not your disciplines only, strictly out of the book. Like the idea of not following the letter when you use your power, but you're allowed a wider range of creativity and tactics and strategy. So if you have that kind of resource and you want to use it, just say that you spend a karma point and you use an inspiration for your power.
May I point out that the very generous things like fate points in other games may have seduced my fellow players in the past to spend karma freely. And it is an extremely limited resource in this game.
So, Yeah, in this case, I don't actually see anything like environmental or whatever.
That's
that
okay.
I could
Just
really
a
use
just a reminder.
That's so you know.
or any other discipline I have for anything. And my servitors are actually, by coincidence, the same as Ron's,
Oh,
so that they have no use for this situation. So I think I'm just going to go for the render straight up.
That's okay.
So there's going to be another dexterity roll. That's a 15.
15. Yes. You got this.
Finally.
Okay, good.
Mhm.
Okay, and damage, in my case, it's I roll willpower.
Mm-hmm. Dice
I
equal
add
willpower.
2 extra dice because I'm a master.
Oh, you are a master. Excellent.
Yeah.
2 master
So
rend is
willpower-
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's willpower plus 2. So that's going to be 8 dice.
Mhm.
Yes. And these are all summed up. So
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
10, 14, 16, 18, 20, 23.
Excellent.
And could you remind me what your rend looks like? Is it more
It's
of
the ink shot.
ink?
Yeah, it's like an ink shot.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have like a very specific form. It's more like, yeah, it's an inky, smoky thing. Smoky only in the sense that physically,
Mhm.
it's not a jet of ink,
Right.
but the smoke itself looks aqueous and lustrous and
Mhm.
shiny because it's actually supposed to be like inky shadow or something like that. So it's just like I just do like this, like throw it in its direction and slash his body across with this inky tendril. I try
I
to
can
make
imagine
as
that.
much damage as I can, like
Mhm.
flesh ripping off and well, he doesn't have the shell anymore.
Yeah, that it's the unbidden, and you have this contrast of the body made of living flesh. So this red flesh and the blackness of your ink as it attacks the upper body of the unbidden, leaving this scar. Or maybe maybe the ink is kind of toxic or caustic, burning the flesh.
You've still got an insignificant action. And one thing we've
Yeah, I
learned is
still have
to
one.
hit these things as psychologically as hard as we can as well. So if you want to say something that like challenges it, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have enough action scope for like a roll, but you can say something.
Yeah, I could try to convince him to come back to the fold.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell him something along those lines. I don't have any like cool line to drop at this moment, but I'm basically, my intent here is kind of telling him why are you doing this? Just come back with us. You belong with us. You don't belong here. Just give up and come with us. We understand. So that's a roll.
No, it's not.
No.
That's
No,
an
no.
insignificant action. Yeah.
Because it's an insignificant action. Okay.
I just kind of like setting the stage for that to set a psychological
Right. No, this adds a lot. Yeah. This adds a lot. Yeah, cool. No, that was cool of you to remind me, and that's nice.